Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very much for tuning in. We have a lot to talk about, and who knows what's going on, honestly. The Democratic Party is all over the place. They want to abolish ICE, they want a fence. Who knows what they're going to do? Honestly, who knows? They want to they want a green economy, but they don't realize that we don't have the technology right now to implement a green economy in 10 years. And two-thirds of the world's cobalt it is located in the Congo. Cobalt is a precious metal utilized for batteries, electric car batteries, and it's also linked to a whole lot of pollution. So is lithium. So is the carbon footprint of just making these electric cars. So they're all over the place. They're really all over the place. To my super chat, thank you so very much. You give me every incentive to rock these live streams. G-Man, I agree with you. The Democratic Party just needs to do that. Congress close to a deal on border fencing, and Trump might take it. Well, we're all over the place here. Which one is it? This is just like an hour ago or so. And, oh no, actually, what? Earlier today. But House and Senate negotiators are closing in on a possible border security agreement that would fund new technology, additional Border Patrol agents, and likely some kind of fencing in certain areas along the southern border. There's no mention of a wall in the deal per orders of the Democratic leaders who vehemently oppose it. But President Trump seems to be more flexible to whatever the deal entails. Senate Appropriations Committee Chairman Richard Shelby, Republican Alabama, divulged to lawmakers in a private lunch Thursday. I gave a report on meeting with the president, and I thought things were on a positive trajectory as far as maybe concluding the funding. But we are not there yet. So I just don't see President Trump giving in. He shouldn't give in. Democrats have to acquiesce to some form of wall. I don't get how media, and it's just media, how media have been able to seduce people into hating a wall. There's nothing wrong. What's the difference between a fence and a wall? What is the difference? Democrats voted for a fence. What on earth is the difference? And steel slats, you're not talking about a concrete medieval wall. So it doesn't make any sense. And I hope Trump does not capitulate because he can't. He can't. He should just, I think he's close to declaring a national emergency, but I'm just reading a Washington Examiner article. But steel slats, that's what he wants. And look, it's a wall. You can see through it. It's still a wall. But really, honestly, it's like he can't capitulate in any way, shape, or form. Now, I'm not a huge fan of what Ann Coulter is doing. I really am not. But I get why she's acting in the way she is. I get it. I really do get it. I understand. It's to kind of motivate and push Trump to not acquiesce, to not give in. I get it. I get it. You had 2 years of Paul Ryan. He was never going to really play ball with Trump. You have Trump, who is really energizing his base, and his base wants Americans home from perpetual conflict. His base, the Trump base, is not full of horrible people. The horrible people are on the side that focus only on semantics and dumb euphemisms, but don't care if Americans are just stuck in quagmires forever. That's why I liked Bernie Sanders to begin with. And even Bernie Sanders is like not really going to bat for Americans overseas who should be home for their families. Trump is bringing home close to 10,000. Close to 10,000. So there's no mention of a wall in the deal per orders of Democratic leaders who vehemently oppose it. They vehemently oppose it because their life revolves around semantics. Their life revolves only around semantics and euphemisms and words. And that's it. And that's it. Shelby said Thursday afternoon that the next 72 hours would be critical if Democrats and Republicans are to reach a long-sought deal on border security that would allow passage of 7 spending bills and ensure full government funding by a February 15th deadline. Look, I don't see it taking place. This is a Washington Examiner article. I think he's going to declare a national emergency, and he should. And I don't think the courts will stop him. I don't think Democrats are serious. They're focused on building bridges across the Atlantic. What is this insanity? I mean, what? It's like you hear this stuff. You hear this stuff and you're like, what? What are you talking about? What are you even talking about? like let's just look at AOC Green New Deal proposal text. So AOC Green New Deal text. Where is the outline of this amazing, fantastic Green New Deal? It's so awesome. It's so super duper 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 awesome. Where is this? Okay. Where can we get the pages on this bad boy? Okay. So let's just see. The bill calls for a 10-year national mobilization. Wow. Leonard Sylvia, thank you. So let's look at this amazing Green New Deal. It's fantastic. I thought that she was going to propose Medicare for all legislation, but I guess that wasn't happening. Maybe because it's not feasible. What are the specifics of that framework? NPR. The bill calls for a 10-year national mobilization. Let's go, everyone. All the best pundits on YouTube are saying, let's do it. Towards accomplishing a series of goals that a resolution lays out. Okay. Let's look at the resolution. Okay. Climate change, really bad, really bad. Okay. It is the duty, that is the sense of the House of Representatives, that it is the duty of the federal government to create a new Green Deal. A Green New Deal, okay? A, achieve net zero greenhouse gas emissions through a fair and just transition for all communities and workers. Well, that sounds really good. B, to create millions of good high-wage jobs and ensure prosperity and economic security for all people in the United States. Well, that's nice, too. C, to invest in infrastructure and industry in the United States to sustainably meet the challenges of the 21st century. That's nice. To secure for all people of the United States for generations to come clean air and water, climate and community resilience, healthy food, access to nature. because I want my access to nature and sustainable environment. E. To promote justice and equity by stopping current, prevent future, and repairing historic oppression of indigenous people, communities of color, migrant communities, deindustrialized communities, depopulated rural communities, the poor, low income, workers, women, the elderly, the unhoused, people with disabilities, and youth referred to in this resolution as frontline and vulnerable communities. 2. The goals of the subparagraphs A through E of paragraph 1, referred to this resolution as Green New Deal goals, should be accomplished through a 10-year national mobilization, referred to this resolution as Green New Deal mobilization, that will require the following goals and projects. Angela Goodwin! Hello, Angela Goodwin. Thank you so very, very much. Angela Goodwin, thank you so much. Let's continue this journey into brilliance. A. Building resilience. Resiliency against climate change-related disasters such as extreme weather, including by leveraging funding and providing investments for community-defined projects and strategies. B. Repairing and upgrading the infrastructure of the United States, including I. Eliminating pollution and greenhouse gas emissions as much as technologically feasible by guaranteeing universal access to clean water, by reducing the risks posed by climate impacts, and by ensuring that any infrastructure bill considered by Congress address climate change. What about the cobalt, 2/3 of the cobalt in the Congo, where underage people mine this metal that is harmful to the lungs and that causes tremendous health risk, and that leads to immense environmental damage. It's radioactive, these mines. There's carcinogens. Quiet, let's continue. C, meeting 100% of the power demands of the United States through clean, renewable, and zero emissions energy sources, including, what about the lithium that's mined, that utilizes and pollutes 60 to 70% of the water supply in Latin American countries? Forget about it. Let's continue. Let's continue. Nosicle J. Did you comment on Whitaker testimony yet? HA, I haven't seen method acting like that since Marlon Brando. Nosicle J. I did one segment on it earlier on. But Nosicle J, thank you so very much. I hope all is well. I am reading this fantastic script called AOC's Green and New Deal. It's fantastic. D, building or upgrading to energy efficient, distributed, and smart power grids and ensuring affordable access to electricity. Upgrading all existing buildings. What? What does that even mean? Upgrading all existing buildings in the United States and building new buildings to achieve what? Upgrading all existing buildings in the U.S. and building new buildings to achieve maximum energy efficiency, water efficiency, safety, affordability, comfort, and durability, including through electrification. Is this kind of like a rap album or something? Upgrading all existing buildings in the United States and building new buildings to achieve maximum energy efficiency, water efficiency, safety, affordability, comfort, durability, including through electrification. G-Man! G-Man, thank you. Nosicle J, thank you. Angela Goodwin, thank you. Let's continue. This is fantastic. This is beyond fantastic. It's amazing. I'm reading the actual text of AOC's Green New Deal. G Man, thank you. Spurring massive growth. Oh, yeah. In clean manufacturing in the United States and removing pollution and greenhouse gas emissions from manufacturing and industry as much as is technologically feasible, including by expanding renewable energy manufacturing and investing in existing manufacturing and industry, working collaboratively with farmers and ranchers. Working collaboratively with farmers and ranchers in the United States to remove pollution and greenhouse gas emissions from the agricultural sector as much as is technologically feasible, including by supporting family farming, by investing in sustainable farming and land use practices that increase soil health, and by building a more sustainable food system that ensures universal access to healthy food. I know it's boring. I'm reading this, though. I have to read this. Building a more sustainable food system that ensures universal access to healthy food, overhauling transportation systems in the United States to remove pollution and greenhouse gas emissions from the transportation sector as much as technologically feasible, including through investment in zero emissions vehicle infrastructure and manufacturing. You mean like investing in mines that produce the cobalt and the lithium and the nickel and other metals that lead to immense and dire and drastic health risks, and that lead to a continued poverty, where people who are mining these metals risk their life in the Congo, in Bolivia, in Argentina. Clean, affordable, and access public transit, high-speed rail. Mitigating and managing the long-term adverse health, economic, and other effects of pollution and climate change, including by providing funding for community-defined projects and strategies, removing greenhouse gases from the atmosphere and reducing pollution by restoring natural ecosystems through proven low-tech solutions that increase soil carbon storage, such as land preservations and afforestation. Restoring and protecting threatened and endangered and fragile ecosystems through locally appropriate and science-based projects that enhance biodiversity and support climate resilience. Cleaning up existing hazardous waste and abandoned sites, ensuring economic development and sustainability on those sites, identifying this is not Medicare for all. Is this Medicare for all? The mud would the mud would win. Gee, man, thank you. Cleaning up existing hazardous waste and abandoned sites, ensuring economic development and sustainability on those sites, identifying other emissions and pollution sources and creating solutions to remove them, and promoting the internal exchange of technology, expertise, products, funding, and services with the aim of making the United States the international leader in climate action and to help other countries achieve a Green New Deal. Yeah, you know what they're going to do? They're going to laugh. A Green New Deal must be developed through transparent and inclusive consultation, collaboration, and partnership with frontline and vulnerable communities, labor unions, worker cooperation, civil society groups, academia, and businesses. And to achieve the Green New Deal goals and mobilization, the Green New Deal will require the following goals and projects: providing and leveraging in a way that ensures that the public receives appropriate ownership stakes and returns on investment, adequate capital, including through community grants, public banks, and other public finances, technical expertise supporting policies, and other forms of assistance to communities, organizations, federal, state, and local government agencies and businesses working on Green New Deal mobilization. Mm. Hmm. B. Ensuring the federal government takes into account the complete environmental and social costs and impacts of emissions through existing laws. Existing laws. Existing laws, new policies, and programs, ensuring the frontline and vulnerable communities shall not be adversely affected. Providing resources, training, and high quality education, including higher education, to all people of the United States, with a focus on frontline and vulnerable communities, so that all people of the United States may be full and equal partners. Participants in the Green New Deal mobilization, making public investments in the research and development of new clean and renewable energy technologies and industries, directing investment to spur economic development, deepen and diversify industry and business in local and regional economies, and build wealth and community ownership, while prioritizing high quality job growth, job creation, economic, social, and environmental benefits in frontline and vulnerable communities and deindustrialized communities that may otherwise struggle with the transition away from greenhouse gas intensive industries. Ebenezer Adams! I suspect OC thought it was. As the other bumper stages. Ebenezer Adams! Ebenezer, we must continue. This is very important for the planet. We must continue. Ensuring the use of democratic and participatory processes that are inclusive of and led by frontline and vulnerable communities and workers to plan, implement, and administer the Green New Deal mobilization at the local level, ensuring that the Green New Deal mobilization creates high quality union jobs that pay prevailing wages, hires local workers, offers training and advancement opportunities, and guarantees wages and benefit parity for workers affected by the transition, guaranteeing a job with a family sustainable wage, adequate family and medical leave, paid vacations, and retirement security to all people of the United States. Guaranteeing a job and a family sustainable wage, adequate family and medical leave, paid vacations, and retirement security to all people in the United States. Guess we're going to have to bring home Americans from all these horrible counterinsurgency conflicts, no? I didn't bring that up. Why didn't AOC bring that up? That's a shocker. Strengthening and protecting the right of all workers to organize, unionize, can collectively. Do they have collective bargaining in the Congo for the people who mine in the cobalt mines? I don't know. Do they have collective bargaining in the cobalt mines or the lithium mines, where there are carcinogens and people's health is adversely affected, and where there's zero workers' comp, where there's absolutely positively zero regard for the health of even young people in the cobalt mines and the lithium mines, where all the precious metals are used for our wonderful green economy cars? I guess not. I forgot to put that one in. Strengthening and protecting the right of all workers to organize, unionize, and collective bargain, free of coercion, intimidation, and harassment. Strengthening and enforcing labor, workplace health and safety, anti-discrimination, and wage and hour standards across all employers, industries, and sectors. Enacting and enforcing trade rules, procurement standards, and border adjustment with strong labor and environmental protections. Enacting and enforcing trade rules and procurement standards and border adjustments with strong labor and environmental protections to stop the transfer of jobs and pollutions overseas and to grow domestic manufacturing in the United States, ensuring public lands, water, oceans are protected and that eminent domain is not abused, obtaining the free, prior, and informed consent of indigenous peoples for all decisions. Are you going to let the people of the Congo and people in Bolivia and Argentina and other places, and in China, give you their input regarding the lithium and the cobalt and the nickel and all the other precious metal mines. Doesn't really say that here, but let's continue. Obtaining the free, prior, and informed consent of Indigenous peoples for all decisions that affect Indigenous peoples and their traditional territories, honoring all treaties in agreement with Indigenous peoples, and protecting the enforcement and sovereignty and land and rights of Indigenous peoples, ensuring a commercial environment where every business person is free from unfair competition and domination by domestic or international monopolies, providing all people of the United States with high quality health care, affordable, safe and adequate housing, economic security, clean water, clean air, healthy, affordable food, and access to nature. The end. Wow. Well, that was fun. Um, so let's upgrading all existing buildings. So I guess to summarize, working with farmers, overhauling transportation systems, expanding electric car manufacturing, a guaranteed job. That's bizarre. I understand the concept, but it's like, what if people just want to do crazy things with their money? High quality healthcare for all Americans. Does that mean Medicare for all? Who knows what that means? Um, you know, of course, New York Magazine, AOC's Green New Deal resolution is utopian and pragmatic. Really? Really? Interesting. So pragmatic. Unable or unwilling guarantee income for people unwilling to work. Okay. Cortez Green New Deal calls for electric cars, no more airplanes. Hmm. No more airplanes. Airplanes bad. Airplanes bad. Hold on. Included in his wish list are transition to 100% electric cars and replacing all air travel with high-speed trains. How does that happen? How do you replace all air travel with high-speed trains? What does that even mean? Kimberly Strassel. By the end of the Green New Deal resolution, I was laughing so hard I nearly cried. Oh my god. Green New Deal. Or Ocasio-Cortez aims to make air travel obsolete. Aid those unwilling to work. But I don't get it. Like, what, you want bridges across the Atlantic and Pacific? No, thank you. I don't need like little tsunamis or storms making the train go into the ocean. It's Not my idea of of a pleasant train ride. Even Macy Hirono is like, "That would probably be hard for Hawaii." And then, like, Pelosi is like, "It may be one of several or maybe many suggestions we receive. The green dream or whatever they call it. Nobody knows what it is, but they're for it, right? So, whatever. Orange man bad." Just say whatever you wanna say and then orange man bad, and then that's it. So awesome. They've gone into the abyss of madness. I love it. And you better believe there's gonna be pundits like, "This is a really good thing. If you don't like it, you're a massive bad person." Cory Booker, Kamala Harris, they're like, they don't care. We don't have the technology, that's the thing. That's the thing. We don't have the technology. So, that's the problem. We had the technology to do all this fine. But I wanna know about the, yeah, so how are you gonna make airplanes obsolete? Green New Deal, build enough high-speed rails to make air travel unnecessary. But how do you do that? Above the oceans? I don't even know anymore. Who knows what's going on? Whatever. I feel so motivated to really reach for the stars. Thank God I am so motivated by Bernie Sanders. Ri- My new name is Rico Suave. Zero emissions Sanders. CO2 no bueno Sanders. If it works for Beto, it'll work for me. My God. The 10 most insane requirements of the Green New Deal. This is a great Federalist article. Okay. Ban affordable energy, eliminate nuclear energy, eliminate 99% of cars, gut and rebuild every building in America, eliminate air travel. Wow. High speed rail at a scale where air travel stops becoming necessary. What does that even mean? A government guaranteed job, free education. That's like the only thing I actually am down for. Free education, free money, ban meat. Uh oh. I draw the line at that. Cows and their bodily functions. Mm. Not the big. Eric H526. Yes. Not the bacon, he says. Oh, not the bacon. Eric H526. You're awesome. Yeah, that you can't live without bacon. I'm Jewish and I'm saying this. Okay. Yes. She said that I mean, where is the Medicare for all legislation? I thought we were gonna fight the oligarchy, man. We're gonna fight the oligarchy. Thank God for AOC. Trump's gonna win this even easier than I thought he would. He's going to. Can you imagine the euphoria the night he wins? My God. Ebenezer Adams. I can. Ebenezer Adams. Thank you. Ebenezer Adams, thank you. So basically, like, who knows what they're doing anymore? Ebenezer Adams, thank you. Unicorn. Like, it's like, who knows what they're doing? I don't even know what they're doing anymore. It's like, oh, we're morally superior, we're morally superior, we're morally superior, we're morally superior. And then it's the Aeocopolis. Look, this is all deception. It's all it is. It's deception to get people to get certain people excited for 2020. That's all it is. That's all it is. Nancy Pelosi has absolutely, positively zero intent, zero incentive, zero willpower to get this done. This is all deception. They have no intention of getting any of this done. The only thing they want to do is, I mean, people have already forgotten about Bernie Sanders being cheated. No one brings it up, but I do. It's just they don't want to even. They don't want to negotiate. They don't want to better the lives of their constituents. They don't want to do anything. And this is like, this is one of the worst things that could ever happen to the Democratic Party, because their whole thing is, oh, we're the adults in the room. We're the adults in the room. Listen to us. We're the adults in the room. Listen to us. Trump is this madman. And it's like, no, actually, the Democratic Party is just complete with utter madness. Upgrade or replace every building in the country. National mobilization our economy through 14 infrastructure and industrial projects. Upgrade or replace every building in the U.S. for state-of-the-art energy efficiency. What? Every building? Everything? Everything. What does that even mean? And then, of course, New York Magazine, Democrats should embrace flawed, ambitious Green New Deal. That's what they're calling it now. Don't you know it's ambitious? It's pragmatic. The Green New Deal isn't enough. It isn't. But Democrats should embrace it anyway. Oh, good, embrace it. See what happens. And then Vox, the Green New Deal, explained. Oh, explain it. Explain it, Vox. Please explain it. Oh my God. The Green New Deal concept is not new. Okay. My God. You know, it's like if the Green Party introduces this, the Democrats just destroy it. But because the Democrats introduced it, it's like, oh, okay. Dave Whalen. I'm st- I'm starting to really appreciate the top 10%. Thanks. Dave Whalen. Thank you, Dave Whalen. Thank you. So, AOC New Deal details. New Deal outline. Upgrading all existent. Okay, so there's no time to waste. This is our moonshot. This is our money shot. Americans love a challenge. They do. We do. This is a massive investment in our economy. Wow. It's amazing. I'm so motivated for everything. Hi, Lonesome Hillbilly. Thank you. I am motivated to be a better person because of this. Thank you, AOC, for everything you've done for all of us. Very motivated and happy. Net zero greenhouse gas emissions. Sorry. Cobalt, lithium, impossible. Food system that ensures universal access to healthy food, and expands independent family farming. Mitigating long-term health effects and climate change and pollution. Okay. She could have just left it with invest in R&D and new clean and renewable energy technologies, and that's it. That would have been feasible. So, it's like yeah, it's a lot of this is nonsense. What do we need? Why do we need a sweeping Green New Deal investment program? Why can't we just rely on regulations and taxes? The level of investment required is massive, even if every billionaire and company came together and willing to pour all the resources at their disposal. The aggregate value of the investments they could make would not be sufficient. Well, of course not. It's like you've taken something that actually, there should be a push towards a green economy. I do agree with that, but there needs to be technology first before you transition to technology that doesn't exist. Oh my god. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Check out my latest HA Second Amendment channel. My latest segment in HA Second Amendment. Check out also my latest article in the Jerusalem Post. Um, why Democrats embrace anti-Semitism and anti-Israel bias. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much to my super chat. Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, have a fantastic evening. I will see you tomorrow. God bless. Thank you so much.